Hi, my name is Kieran from 81 Vintage, and today we have just completed on our house. So for those of you who don't know, we have been upcycling and making furniture so that we could get a deposit together for a house, and the extra money has really helped towards that. We have been saving from our normal job as well, but also some of the extra money that we've made from the things that we've upcycled and sold, we've put towards a deposit. And today we've completed, so I just wanted to do a bit of a tour because the house is going to provide lots of great content for YouTube, and we're really looking forward to documenting the whole process. So if I just take you in the front hall, so I've just literally come in the door and this is how it is, and obviously you can see it's a doer-upper. So it's somebody who's lived here for quite a long time. Unfortunately they were disabled, so there is a lot of markings on each of the door frames that we will have to repair, and it's also rather dated, but it's a lovely great big space and we're really excited. And when we were looking, there's me, when we were looking for a space that we wanted to make our own rather than move into something that's already been pre-done for us. So we have a nice front garden, which I won't really show. We have some horrible dated curtains, but I'm actually going to save the curtains and make bags out of them, so there'll be a video of that. The mirror's not too bad, that'll get sold, and it's always good when people leave stuff because you can sell it if it's in fairly good condition. The dining table isn't in that great a condition, so we'll get rid of that. But they were very kind and they have left us a bottle of bubbly and some flowers, some nice lilies, which is just really nice of them. The process did get a bit sticky towards the end, so I'm actually really surprised that they did that. There's a vintage light fixture up there, which actually may be very handy for some more lights that I've got to go in the dining room, which would just be a fantastic story. This is the kitchen. So the kitchen needs a lot of work. It basically needs to be ripped down and started again. I'm just going to go back through and just tell you what we're actually planning to do. So what we're actually planning to do is to remove all of this. So all of this will go, and it will just be then all open. We've got an archway in the front room, and that's going to get sealed up. So we're actually going to split it back into two rooms so that it's completely separate. And the reason is because we're going to keep the fire, and I want us, really we won't need to heat the entire house then. We'll only either be in the front room or upstairs in bed, or asleep, whatever. We won't really have to then heat the whole house, and it's just going to make it a lot more efficient. And plus I don't really want to save the archway, and I don't want to knock it all down completely. Next we will then knock down this wall, and this wall is the wall to the kitchen, so that will all be then opened up. And the idea is to build a lovely great big hutch on this back wall that takes up pretty much the entire space, and that will then really store everything that we've got. It will be both decorative and also functional to hide stuff for the things that we don't really use a lot of, like unsightly kitchen stuff. The kitchen's then going to be redone, and I'm planning on tiling the entire ceiling, well not ceiling, from floor to ceiling. I'm going to tile it in white tile. This wall will have gone. All these cabinets will go, but because they're actually solid oak, we'll be upcycling these later and we'll be turning them into library drawer catalogues for drinks cabinets, which is always very good, but finding the oak is really difficult. So that's going to be a lot of fun. They've left us a washing machine and that. And what I want to do is create a French sort of country kitchen style. The reason is because we can't really afford to do the entire kitchen ourselves. So we're just going, we can't afford to just go and pay out for a kitchen to be redone. So we're actually thinking about building all the furniture ourselves. So we'll build something to go across there, and then we'll also build something to go across here. And then we're thinking of having a nice big butcher's block in the middle here that you can then use as an island between the two rooms, and that wall will be gone and open back up. But we've got to work out all of that. It's a lovely, great big space. Every room in here is actually really quite big, even though it may not look it on camera, but it's much bigger than where we've been used to. So this is the other side of the hallway, and there where my coat is, so they left us an umbrella, but where my coat is, I'm actually going to put a great big sideboard, and I want to sort of put pictures and things on that. And the reason is I want to put bowls on to collect all our stuff as well, because I'm terrible at losing my phone and my keys all around the house. So we'll head upstairs. All the electrics, the heating, all of that all needs to be done. As you come up the stairs, we have these really funky mirrors. They're really vintage looking, and I actually really like these. I think they're sort of quite quirky. I don't know if they'll come off in good nick. These have smashed already down here, but if they do, then that would be great. As you can see, all the carpets is like shag pile, so it's not great, but all of that will go. This is the smallest room. So this is the front small box room, so as you would call it. And this is going to be a gentleman's dressing room, but it's still really quite big. It's very decent size, and it's got a sliding door. So the idea is that we'll have a wardrobe along this wall, like just a rail with all coats and jackets and stuff like that on it. And then we'll probably have a really impressive chest of drawers or something like that here, and a chair and all that type of thing. But that's the idea for in there. Sneak peek of the bathroom. This is the master bed. So this is the front master bedroom. So this has got Artex all over the ceiling, which is this wiggly pattern up here. No, I actually don't mind it because it makes, once you've painted it, it makes your ceilings look cleaner for longer. It's missing the coving. They haven't put coving up here, so I think we will be adding in the coving, but that's something that I need to speak to with a plasterer, because in each of the bedrooms we've got a different type of Artex on the ceiling, so we need to marry those up or get them removed depending on what's going to be easiest and cheapest and look the best. So we've got all these lovely built-in wardrobes. They are all going to go today, and we've got this retro style thing. I actually like the mirror. I like the mirror quite a lot. So I actually think that looks really funky, that mirror. So I might try and save that and use it in this gentleman's dressing room, because I think that, you know, you probably pay quite a decent bit of money for a vintage mirror like that. And, you know, whilst the bottom bit's probably not in very good condition to save, I will save the knobs and take those off because they're brass. But the rest is going to go. All the doors, unfortunately, are all damaged, so they all have to go. They have to be removed. If we go back into the hallway, so yeah, just to show you the hallway actually, here we have this horrible metal work for the banister. I don't actually mind it too much, but it does have to go. And what's quite interesting is it's not just one piece that's been welded together, it's all individual pieces, so that's quite funky, and it looks handmade. And the bloke who used to live here was sort of like an engineer, so I'm wondering whether or not he's made it himself. Small hallway closet there, which just houses the boiler and stuff. And then we come into the back bedroom. So we have already had a quick look around and we've started to clear out some of the stuff. So that's what the junk on the floor is. But here we have another really good sized room. So really, really good. It's got all wardrobes across there. They all will be going today. Our central, well, our single light is not centered to the room. It should be about here. So we're gonna have to look at having that moved. The Artex pattern in here is probably one that I don't mind. Actually, it's probably my favourite one. And just because my nan used to have it, and my mum's actually got it in her house. And really, I mean, this ceiling's probably not been painted in a really long time, but to me, it actually still looks really clean. So we've got pink shag pile down on the floor. It's in really good condition. They don't make carpets like this anymore. But underneath, and underneath that, we have these really wide floorboards, and I'm hoping that they're going to be in good enough condition to sand. Not quite sure. I have bought a big rug from IKEA, and the idea is to put a big rug in the middle, and then I want one of these iron beds, sort of really like the farmhouse look at the moment. So I want an iron bed on there, and then bed sides either side, but the ones I've got might not be big enough, so, or might be too big actually, so we'll have to look at that. So that's the second bedroom, so it's a 3-bed. Okay, so Mike just came home. Well, home to our new home. So this is the bathroom. As you can see, it's not the greatest. I actually do like these tiles. These tiles are quite funny, but I won't be keeping them. This will probably again get floor to ceiling in white tiles, possibly white subway tiles, and we'll definitely get rid of this archway here between the bath and the toilet, but I don't think we can remove this wall just because of the layout of it all. But I really like it, because a lot of the houses we looked at had the toilet in a separate cupboard, and I didn't like that. There's another archway that will have to go, and it's got popcorn ceilings, so they all need to come down at some point, but overall, yeah, not a problem. But I love the suite, I love the blue of the toilet and all that, and it's actually in really good condition. So I think I'll probably end up listing this on eBay or something, because yes, that bit's a bit corroded, but the rest is in good nick. So, you know, and the door's completely damaged, so I think that's had to be booted in at some point. But yeah, so that's sort of where we are. So I'll head back downstairs. This is the back garden. So this is the back garden. So it's really a decent size. And then it's got a driveway there, and we're going to put a fence across the back here for the dogs. And then there's all this side space here. So the idea is to take all these trees out, because these have caused problems with drains. And we're going to put a shepherd's hut along here for storage. Swings going, we sell on Facebook. And then, yeah, we've got all this space, plants and stuff. This will probably, this whole section, this is going to go. This is going to become grass again. And I don't know what we're doing on there. We're going to put patio doors in the dining room at some point. And this is the garage. Doesn't properly lock at the moment, but the garage is really quite big. I don't know if it's as big as what we've currently got. I think it's probably a bit bigger. Oh, I didn't realise the glass on that window was broke, so we need a new window there. It's quite bad. But yeah, I mean, the rest, there's some good wood in here. I mean, I'm telling you, there's some really good pieces of wood. Yeah, and it's really tall. It's got really tall ceilings, but there is some light coming through there, so there's someone coming to look at that. And there's a nice brass bucket up there that I'm interested, and I don't know what that blue thing is, but I'm interested to find out what that is. I am a bad moocher, so by moocher, if you don't know, in England we basically call that someone who mooches stuff. They either steal it, which I don't steal stuff, but they root through things, they have a good look at stuff, and I'm definitely one of those. There's a couple of car roof racks which have been looking around. There's some vintage ladders that I didn't even see, so they will definitely become some sort of project in the future, because I like them and they're quite expensive, so definitely be Pinteresting those to find out what those can be. And then it's got a big open door. At the moment it doesn't lock. There's a big gas canister, and I forgot about this gas canister. Don't know what it is. It's oxygen, but whether or not I can do something with that, I don't know. I think it would make an amazing statement light if I could paint it, and then if I could put like labels like danger, CO2 or explosive or something like that on there, that would be really good. So that is where we are. And then there's these metal shelves, which I don't know whether I'll keep those. They might just go in the scrap metal pile, to be honest, because I have no idea what the storage is going to be in here. I need to work all of that. Okay, so I'm going to end the video here. So that is our little house tour. We'll be doing loads of projects. I've got furniture and everything that I want to build. The funny thing is that because the process has taken like 4 months to go through, I've planned pretty much everything in my head. how I want to build stuff, what I want it to look like, and all of that type of thing. And because we haven't been able to get into the house to actually measure up, that's probably the only reason I haven't built it all. So this is going to be really, really amazing. So we've got some work to do. So the roof in the garage has got to be fixed and a couple of things before I can start to move on my tools here. But then once they're all here, then we can start building furniture, and I'll be documenting all of that and showing you how I do it all, and doing house tours and all that type of thing. You know, this is all going to be really, really exciting for us. So the first thing that we're going to do today, because we literally just completed, we came and had a look early, we went for some breakfast, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to go around and start cleaning up. So I'm going to clean up, I'm going to take down everything that we don't want or needs to go. I'm going to try and get all this scrap metal together, because there's loads of it floating around, stick that in a big pile so someone can collect that, and really just try and start cleaning up and getting rid of the stuff that we definitely don't want. But please consider subscribing. Hit that like button if you like this video. It's always, you know, if we haven't done one for a very long time, so I am going to start doing more and more of them. And yeah, if you're interested in the other projects that we do that aren't just house stuff, be sure to go over and check our Facebook and our Instagram, which is 81 Vintage, and hit the subscribe button so that you get all my videos. And also there's a bell on there, so if you click that, you get a notification when I upload stuff. And I'm hoping to do videos over the next couple of weeks. I'll take my glasses off because I'm getting reflection. Hoping to do videos, at least one a week. Some may just be straight talking videos. Some may actually be like house tours or projects and DIYs and that type of thing. But yeah, I've got a couple of series that I'm looking to do for things like selling at markets and vintage fairs and all that type of thing that I just think are going to be really, really good. So be sure to hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, thumbs down if you didn't like this video, I can take it, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.